Wait a minute, hold it. Well, guess what? We got us a party of two in the building. Not just a +1, but a +2. These are actually our friends, family, and the whole nine. So, wifey, do the pleasure introing.
I have the honor and privilege of introducing these amazing human beings sitting here on our Spotlight platform today. We met them a few months ago, and we said, you know what? They're our new family members. We are very, very honored to introduce to you all certified relationship coaches. We're going to get into that, as well as the founders of the Family Rocks Foundation. And we're also going to talk about how they became involved in love story retreats. Y'all give it up one time real good for John and Temesha Mcneill.
We got y'all up here. We finally got you guys in the building. Thank you guys for coming aboard.
Thank you for having us.
And so these
How
two
cool
are
is this?
some fabulous people. Let me just say that before we get started. We went to the love retreat, and when we say we had an amazing time, not just an amazing time, very informative, and it was just a family vibe. It was just amazing. And so I'll let you guys.
It was all of that.
It was the house though. We had elevators, and I just wanted to move in, you know.
So before we talk about love story retreats, though, I want people, because we got some questions came in once they knew that you all were going to be on the show. We got a lot of people who asked us, can we talk to you all about what does it mean to be a certified relationship coach? We also want to talk a little bit about the Family Rocks Foundation, and how did you and John actually even come together? We know your love story, but just, bring everyone up to date with who you are.
Well, thank you guys for having us. I tell you what, it's really good to be here. The energy is absolutely amazing, right?
Thank you.
So I love being here, Spotlight on the City, and we quickly became fans of Spotlight on the City. Love what you guys are doing and your commitment to our community. Listen, I met this guy over 27 years ago at Norfolk State University.
Shout out.
Shout out to the Spartans.
That's right.
And I tell you, hey, I was walking down the hallway, and he was walking with his friend. And I'm going to tell you, just like, when God presented Adam to Eve, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know where we get the word woman from, because Adam said, whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
That must be woman.
Yes.
That's woman right there.
Yes.
So I like to believe that when John saw me walking down the hall, he decided to say, whoa.
Whoa.
That must be woman. So
in college.
That is how we officially met, because he then took it upon himself to want to find out more about your girl. And,
I know,
and
that's right.
Me.
That's right.
But babe, tell him what your question was about me. This is what hits home. What did you want to know about me?
Well, this is the thing, right? As a man, when you first see a woman or you meet a woman, you put her in a couple of categories. And so when I saw her, I had already put her in the category of marriage potential. But, you want to make sure that when you're thinking about marriage, that you're getting married to someone that's equally yoked. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That has your same type of mindset. And so the questions I asked was, 1, what was her GPA?
I know that's right.
2, what is she trying to do with herself after college? Right? And 3, what type of person is she? Right? So I needed to know. Great questions.
Great
right?
questions, John.
When you've put someone in that category of marriage or wife potential, then you want to make sure she has the potential. Exactly.
Right.
So. Yeah. And the rest is history.
And so she must have answered those 3 questions.
No,
and grandiose.
Exactly.
well, let me tell you, he didn't ask me first. He asked my friend, our neutral friend, these questions first. Because he's like, ain't no need for me to waste her time and my time if she ain't got the right type of time.
Exactly.
Right?
But
so he asked my friend.
John's a smart man.
When my friend came to me and said, hey, John's asking about you. Let me tell you some of the things he asked about you. I said, what?
Wow.
Okay. What this brother's talking
That's
about?
a great
you must have had
question.
them books together, though.
You already know what time it is, Stan. You already know.
For sure.
Okay, so their love story started in college. And okay, so fast forward, at what point did, things grow and blossom to, the Family Rocks Foundation or whatever other things that you all are doing?
Well, yeah, absolutely. So we've been married now for 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
Thankful to God for that. And one of the things that we wanted to broadcast and share with others about our marriage is, how people always meet us and they seem to have thought that we had it all together, right? We can all give that impression that we got it all together. Yeah. But in actual reality, we don't, right? We're still going through the same trials. We're still going through the same tribulations, but we're making a decision every day to fight for our marriage, to fight for our family. So we started Family Rocks Foundation because of that. Because I was really tired of people thinking that we just had it all together. And I felt like, you know what, if I hear about another friend that's getting divorced or another couple that we knew that was getting a divorce, I don't know what I was going to do about it. So we just came together and we created the Family Rocks Foundation, and we started doing conferences. I am the founder of the Moms Rocks Conference, starting with the Moms Rocks, because moms are the heartbeat of our families. So I was really doing a lot of work in that area, just trying to fix the heart posture for our moms, right? Because we are the temperature gauge in our families.
Yes, we are.
So we do that. We did the retreats and then speaking engagements, the both of us, of just encouraging the marriage community. And then from that, we connected with another group of friends of ours. Shout out to Derek and Athena.
Hey, y'all.
They are our business partners for Love Story and Love Story Retreats. So we again combined our efforts with their efforts and came up with Love Story Retreats, where we offer 3 to 4 day retreats for married couples.
Okay, so 3 to 4 day retreats for married couples. Stan and I can attest that it is everything and more. It's worth every dime you put into it. It's an investment in your marriage that you will not forget. And I am telling you all this, not because they're here in my face, but because that is truly how I feel.
And we had it's not only that, it becomes a family environment. You meet other couples, you get to bond with other couples. You find out that, you know, sometimes some of the things that you go through is common in marriage. It's not just your household, it's a common thing. So we learned a lot.
And we're very candid on this show. Stan and I, when we went to the marriage retreat, we were a little bit, not so great. But I'm telling you, when we were driving home from it, we were so thankful to God for it, because we made more connections with each other and we learned things about each other and just kind of explored some communication techniques with each other that really, really helped us understand some things about each other. And we've been like trying to make babies ever since.
So one of the great things that I remember was you gave us a sample of a mission statement for your relationship. I thought that was a really good thing, to have a mission statement, which means both of you guys have to kind of be on one accord to understand the mission, right? Just like in business. And so I thought that was a great thing. I always remembered that.
That mission statement. We look at it all the time.
We keep it in front of us.
Yeah, I think that's very important for relationships and marriage couples, just like a business, right? The mission statement is what drives you to be successful, right? Regardless of what's going on in your day-to-day, the company doesn't detour from the mission statement. They keep the mission statement in focus, and with it being in focus, they're always working towards that to ensure. So when you bring it to a marriage, the mission statement is to show forgiveness and show grace and have love, right? Regardless of whether you have a good day or a bad day, good moment or bad moment, you're still striving to perform, showing forgiveness, showing grace, and showing love, so it doesn't, you don't detour from the mission.
I love
That's
it.
sexy right there.
I love that. That's right.
That's
Look,
Tanisha
was looking at you like,
yeah, she was looking at you some kind of way, John.
Yes.
We'll get into that later when we show.
Hey.
But we're thankful for you guys.
What is a certified relationship coach? What is that?
Not just a relationship coach, certified.
Yeah. What is that?
It means that we took a commitment to ensuring that before we get in front of anybody, that we go through training and development for ourselves.
Love it.
So we have been through and still go through training and development for ourselves, and we attended class and things of that sort. We go through training materials. And then here's the best thing about going through training. That you're not getting certified. Now check this out. You're not getting certified so that you can go bless somebody else per se. I felt that I was getting certified to help me along the journey with my own marriage, right? Because it's got to start at home, right? So the material that we received, the information that we received, and we're still receiving and going through, you have no idea what it does for us. So by the time I'm getting in front of another couple, I'm never standing in front of a couple saying, I got it all together.
Right.
My marriage is perfect. This isn't about my marriage.
Right.
This is about marriage itself. And so when we go through that training and development that we continuously go through, it starts at home. Every single time we've been blessed. So the whole mission statement, that's why I'm looking at John, because that's real for us.
Yeah.
Right? That's real. We
Yeah.
got to live it at home. So that's what it means just to be certified. Just means that we're continuously going through training and development. That's it.
I love it. But one thing I wanted to ask you, this is maybe a little tough question, but we go through this. So I'm going to ask you this, because you mentioned it when we were there. When you have that tough day, and you have to do a training together, right? Because we have to work together on this set.
Yeah.
And we've had some tough days headed to this set.
Yep.
And I didn't like her so much on the way here.
I ain't
And
like
she
you
didn't
either.
like me, right? But we still have a show to do, right? And so how do you push through when you have those moments?
Yeah, so we were talking about that on the way over here, right? Talking about the mindset of being married forever. A lot of times when we get into a marriage, we'll say, well, if I could just make it to after this second year, or I can make it to the 5th year, or if I can get past the 7-year itch, or if I can make it to the 10th year. That shouldn't be our mindset when we get into marriage. When we get into marriage, we should be thinking marriage forever. So it doesn't matter whether we're on the 1st year, 2nd year, 10th year, 15th year. Regardless of what may come and transpire in our marriages, we're still thinking forever. So whatever comes up against us, because the enemy is always busy, right? Because if he can tear down the marriage, he can tear down the family. If he can tear down the family, he can tear down the community.
Yeah.
And so we've made it about in our minds that regardless of what may come, we're going to fight for our marriage. And so we continue to fight, and it's forever.
So it's a decision.
I love it. It's a
I think it
decision.
goes back to the mission, right?
Yeah.
You and Terry have put together a mission for Spotlight Over the City. There's a reason why you do it. So what you're doing is you're putting the mission first.
First.
So that's the same thing that we're saying with a marriage. So we're putting the mission first. The mission of why are we doing Love Story Retreats? Why are we certified coaches? It's a mission behind it, and it is to strengthen marriages. It is to strengthen families. It is to strengthen our communities. So when we're having that rough time and that tough time, which we have had and we've done just like you and Terry, we still got to go forward with the mission.
With the mission.
Because it's never about John and Temesha, Stan and Terry.
Right.
It is about you and the mission.
I love that. I love that. And that is the reason that we're able to continue to do this amazing show, because Stan is right. There are some Thursdays where it's just not happening for us on the way here, all the way up till we get in the parking lot. Yeah. And we just say, Spotlight Over the City comes first tonight. So we pull it together, and we are committed to working things out. And so it's a beautiful thing when you have a mindset that there is no exit opportunity for this marriage. I keep telling him that I am like that chewing gum to the bottom of his shoe. And doesn't mean that I don't get mad and I don't try to pull off. But I'm stuck. And he's stuck. And as long as we continue the mindset of there's no exit, there is no opportunity for us to be like, well, this is over. We're in it to win it. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, we did a
point to that.
Yes.
Because, we tell people change your mindset, right? But what comes with that mindset of forever, of I love what you said, that, hey, I'm stuck to him. Here's what keeps me going. I believe that my Father God has the power to redeem anything. Redemption is possible.
It's that.
Resurrection is possible.
Yes.
So believing that with my mindset lets me know that I can be in a forever marriage.
Yes.
Because I serve someone who can redeem any situation.
I
who can
say
make
that.
it renew.
I say that to
That's
Stan,
why
yes.
I do it. So when people are like, well, I don't understand how she could da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I don't understand why he could da-da-da-da-da. Listen, wrong mindset. I have a mindset. It's not about Temesha's will. It's a bigger will.
It's a bigger will. It
And
ain't
that's
even
a
about
perfect-
us.
That's a
Not
perfect
about
way
us.
to put it, because a lot of people, they look at us and they see us here and we smiling and laughing and having a good time. But we have issues sometimes as well, and we're regular people just like everybody else, and we go through things. So they ask us for advice a lot of times because they see us here and they say, how do you guys do it? Well, it's like the commitment, like we said. Like we make a commitment. We say no matter what, come hell or high water, we in it.
That's
And
right.
that's a good point, Stan. People see your breakthrough, but they don't see your been through. Right?
like
So
that.
a lot of times they see what you have and they see the outside, but not truly understanding what you've gone through to get what you have. Right? And so we tell people, right, be careful of what you're looking at, because when you say you want what we have, are you ready to go through what we went through to
Yep.
get what we have?
Yep.
Right.
and still
Yep.
going through.
And still
Yeah,
go
and
through.
still going through.
Yep.
So.
That's very,
That's
very
powerful.
important. That's
That's very
powerful,
important.
John, what you just said. Yeah. And so one of the things that Stan and I do regularly now is I always say to him, did we handle each other in a way that God will approve of? Did we handle each other? Did we talk to each other in a way that God will approve? Did we handle each other in a way that God will approve? And if the answer is no, then we didn't get it right that day, and we got to fix that. And that has to be the most important thing. And it is for me, it is for him, and
we call that in our training developing a culture for your marriage. So when John and I go to speaking engagements, we have different little things that we speak on, and that's called culture. What you and Stan have built for your marriage is a culture, and it's a godly culture. And you have reference points to go back to what that culture should look like.
Absolutely.
For your marriage. Wonderful. I
Absolutely.
love it. Powerful.
Before we let John and Temesha go, we need everyone to know what types of things you all have coming up. Are there some speaking engagements that people can come out and hear you guys? We know that you all have a retreat that's already sold out in March, but tell them about what you have coming up in the fall. And give out everything. Tell them everything. All your business.
Don't leave nothing unplugged.
Like John said, go ahead, baby.
Yeah.
You let them know. Okay, so thank you for giving us the opportunity to do that. I would encourage all of you to go to lovestoryretreats.com where you can find out more information about our extraordinary retreats for ordinary couples. We have a retreat coming up in November. It is not sold out. We just opened this one up. It's going to be in Virginia Beach, Sandbridge. That one's coming up in November. We have about 4 spots open. So we do small group marriage retreats, right? So we create what we call an intimate family feel that Stan was talking about. So we have about 4 spots left for that particular retreat. We have a retreat coming up in March where we're going to be in the Outer Banks. Looking really forward to that retreat. We have some speaking engagements coming up in the month of March. I'm going to be speaking at the Renew and Revitalize Conference. That's going to be at the Harbor. So really looking forward to that. That's going to be March 11th and 12th. Also coming up at this year too, I'm going to be doing some women's retreats in the DR. So international women's retreats. So look forward to communicating that coming up in the future as well. And right now, that's probably all I'll give out that we have going on. I probably missed a couple of things too.
Yeah, and we're starting to plan like for the previous marriage retreats that we've had. We're looking to just do a fun time in DR. With the couples, and we're in the planning stages of that, but that should be coming up probably in 2023.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. And
I think that's the one we need.
How can they follow you all to keep up on everything? Other than Love Story Retreats, do you all have Facebook where they can follow you all?
Yes, we have Love Story Retreats Facebook. We also have Love Story Retreats on Instagram as well.
Okay.
And you can also follow us if you go to our website. I encourage you to drop your email there for the monthly newsletter because we give it to our VIP, quote unquote, first whenever we drop retreats. And we've had retreats sell out just from our VIP group. So definitely go to lovestoryretreats.com to find out more and to sign up for our newsletter. And of course, John and I have personal Facebook pages as well. And we also have like TSM training services as well. So find us there. But we're here. We love seeing marriages thrive and not just survive. So looking to get that message out there just to encourage couples.
I love it. I love it. I love you all. I love what you're doing. Cannot wait for the one in the fall. Y'all go look at our pictures and videos from the one we just did in November. You're going to want to fill up these last 4 slots. Enjoying Stan and I and Temesha and John and some other amazing adult couples for some adult fun, but you're also going to get some really great tools for your marriage. I encourage you to check them out, Love Story Retreats. All right, y'all, we got to get ready for a quick commercial break because we've got the cool word coming up with my honey, and then closing the show, we've got Abigail first. So we'll be right back. We got a really quick commercial.
You do not want to miss it. Make sure you don't blink off, click off, because when we come back, it's going to be fire.
Y'all give it up one last time for John and Temesha Mcneill. Woo! Yes.
We'll be right back. Spotlight over the city.
Spotlight.